Hello and welcome to the third part of my kind of mini series concerning silver and CGT coins. Before I get into the video, if you could like, comment and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying this new thing because YouTube keeps telling me to do it because I want to grow my channel and it would be absolutely awesome. So go you, yay, that's out the way. So let's talk about CGT coins. In the first video I asked the question why you should buy, or I posed the title more so that why you should buy CGT coins, and then I played devil's advocate and I said, well, why you shouldn't buy CGT free coins. And in this episode I'm going to talk about who should buy CGT free coins. And I've been racking my brains for a few hours. I didn't want to put the third video out. I was feeling a bit laggy earlier. You could probably see it from the first video I put out. The second video, I kind of got into it. The first one was I was going through the motions a bit. I like to do things in one take and just go off the bat. But it wasn't my best video, so I can understand if people want to downvote it. That's completely fine. So I've just got a selection of CGT capital gains tax free coins. You know, that come in silver. I'm pretty sure that the proof sets also come in silver. So I've got a proof here. I've got a few proofs only here because I need to list them. But yeah, who should buy them? In my mind, I can think of three types of people. One of them is not really that valid, actually. Let's go for number one. Super wealthy. As I discussed in video 2, most people are not going to hit the 12,000 limit. And that's going up each year. They're just not going to hit it. You know, that's just reality. It's brutal realism. You know, it's not having to dig at anyone. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to be in a situation where I'm going to be cashing out that much silver that I'm going to have to worry about it anyway. I do believe in diversifying your assets, so I'm not going to say what I have in terms of reserves and what I've stacked. Oh, I've got hairs everywhere, sorry. But I don't think I'm ever going to get to a stage where I'm truly worried about this. Where, going back to my friend that I have constant discussions with, he worries about it and he thinks it's a great thing to have. I don't particularly agree with him. So number 2, who else would buy CGT free coins, or who else would it benefit? Well, this would be people who are stacking for their children. Let's say family. You know, it doesn't always have to be their children. You know, sometimes it can be grandchildren, sometimes it can be nieces or nephews. But the point remains the same. It's very simple just to hand these over. Now, what you do concerning your tax affairs are none of my concern. You know, I'm not promoting or discouraging passing it down to avoid tax. Nothing to do with me. But it is a good item to, let's say, gift. You can gift these. I think you have an annual allowance. I'd have to look into it. I think the annual allowance for monetary value is like 3,500. I would have to look into it. I could speak to my girlfriend because she is an accountant. Now, it's a great idea because you could build a stack and then it's the person down the line. So yourself, relative, time. It's the person down the line that realises the value, and the longer the time, the more likely it is to appreciate. Now, this actually might come to a stage where you are going to breach this. I don't think so, but it's reasonable to build a case for that. You know, you could have bought on a low, and there could be a silver rush like there was a few years ago, about 10 years ago, and they could cash it in. And they could do very handsomely. And this would make sense. You know, it would make sense to have CGT free coins because they would reap the benefits of not having to pay anything towards the tax man. Now, the third and final one I could think of is just pure stackers. And you may be thinking, well, that doesn't make sense, Sean, because you've been arguing that it's better to spread your risk, and you said that it's okay to buy either Brits or Phillies, etc., etc. You know, well, that's true, but for someone who wants to sell straight back to a dealer, it might just be best to buy Brits. You know, if you can't be bothered to sell it on eBay or peer-to-peer, then that's fine. You know, that's completely fine, and selling Brits might actually garner you more of a premium than if you was to sell other bullion coins. So that is a valid case of people who would benefit from CGT free coins. They may not benefit monetary wise, but they're benefiting from ease of sale, which is fine. So your first type of person is wealth. Second type of person is time orientated. And third type of person is seller orientated. Now, it would be on the flip side. So if you wasn't that wealthy, would I suggest, or if you wasn't that wealthy and you wanted to sell via social media, would I suggest that you buy bullion coins? Yes, to an extent. I would never say don't do it. Everyone's got to have a core stack, you know, but I'd say build your core stack and then venture into semi-numi coins, because that's where the money's going to be at, especially if you're not going to hit this threshold. It depends on your time orientation. So the longer the time horizons, the more likely it is you are to have to worry about CGT. Now, if you're buying semi-numi coins and you're an active trader, your time horizons may be 3 to 5 years. Chances are that the price cycle for silver may not even hit maturity in terms of buy low, sell high. But the semi-numi circle will look after you. So that type of buyer would benefit not from buying CGT coins, as I suggested in my second video. And the third type of person, the pure stacker who wants to sell straight back to the dealer, this guy, I wouldn't even recommend any other coin, because if they buy semi-numi, they're not going to realise any of the premium. They're going to lose the premium off the bat, which makes it just makes it a spot play. There's no point buying a premium, just no point. I deal with a lot of dealers myself. A lot of them have coins on the books where they just turn around and say, I pay spot, and people are like, but it's worth more. He's like, but that's what everyone else pays, which is kind of true. It's kind of true because it's relative to their field. It's not true if you go peer-to-peer, or if you go eBay or an auction site. That's not true. But they've got to stay in business. You know, they've probably got to pay employees and accountant and lecky and for the premises. You know, it's not cheap to stay in business, and it has to come from somewhere. So for these pure stackers, maybe even preppers as well, I put preppers in there, I would definitely suggest that to buy silver Britannias. Silver Brits or QBs. I wouldn't stray away from that, because I think it's stupid advice. You know, now these are my opinions that I formulated over a period of time. You know, if people disagree with that, then that's completely okay. This is anecdotal. These are my ideas that I've learned from my ideals. So I would love to hear from people from other countries. So I know there's quite a few Americans who watch my channel. Would it be the same over there? I don't know. I don't know the tax implications of the States. I don't know how the tax system works, you know, and I don't know what people were paying for what. You know, I don't know if there's more of a premium for semi-numi and less for bullion. I know they've got more in terms of rounds, more than we certainly do. So I'll be more than interested to hear from these guys. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you can like, comment and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. You know, I'm going to work really hard this year for you guys, because I've got a lot of knowledge that I want to put out there. So take care, guys. Bye.